Wanted to give you guys a little tips on putting together your rake, whether it's a Range Road, MechMaxx, Keno, whatever your rake may be. A lot of them are very similar. Wanted to let you guys know where to put your tines. Your tines need to be on the back side, and the bearings need to go into the back side of the channel, so it looks like this when you put it together. And then as far as how high to put the wheels on, you can put those spacers and adjust it to your liking. This is how I have mine set up. Do it to your liking. So when you put it together, make sure the tines are on the back side, the bearings are falling after. One way you know you got things set up right is if you put it on collect, which is this one right here. We'll put it on collect. We now have it on collect. As you can see, when you bring your tines around, you spin it, they start to pick up right next to the tarp. They start to pick up right next to the tarp. Time to hit the other side, they go back down. Now you have to watch here, a couple things. You need to have your spacing here and your 3-point A-arm set so that this is somewhat off the ground. You want to make sure that it's picking up all your grass, all your hay, but it's not digging into the ground. So you got to just find that right balance. Next is how wide do you set your tarp? I have mine set so that it is on the second pin on the outside. You can do that differently if you want it bigger. This is where I find works for me. And if I rake one way, I'll gather the windrow, then I'll spin around, and then I'll rake back into that windrow from both sides. So it works very well. The next thing is tedding. You want to set it to the reverse. There are two spots, that one and that one. I typically use this one, personal preference. I'll switch it to show you how it looks. All right, this is how it looks on tedding. As you'll see, the tines go down closer to the front. They'll gather the hay and they'll bring it back and they'll kind of spread it out, kind of shoot it out back over here and spread it out. It doesn't spread it as easy as those ones that spread it better, but for a universal one-piece machine that does both, works pretty good. You can also set your tarp upside down like this. You want to make sure in this position works good and nice. You know, you won't accidentally hit it and bend it there. So that's what it does. It does a decent job, but like I said, it does leave clumps, and you'll figure it out once you start doing it. All right, now the next thing I want to show you is putting it in convey. I really only use collect and reverse, but I put it in convey when I go to park it. This is convey. One reason I put it in convey when I go to park it is because the tines are all down here, 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 and here. Use the jack stands in the front, so if it gets a little tipsy, the tines will catch it. Also, when it is in convey, the back part right here is facing back, so it generally gets the wheels facing backwards. You really want to put it down, park it with the wheels to the back, so it's more stabilized. Otherwise, the tag fell off on this one. I forget what it says, but I don't really use that. One time I did try to ted in this way. What happens is you get your hay coming down the center and then it starts wrapping around the wheel. It ends up being a big mess. So don't ted. Try to ted in the convey. It ends up being a big mess. Otherwise, works pretty good. Hope those are some good tips for you guys as you're using it.